All right. So I decided moving forward that instead of telling you about the apartments, I'm going to show you the apartments. So this week I have a one bed, one bath. It's on 2nd Street in Santa Monica. It's 1,041 square feet and it's a luxury style building. So the price on this is $36.45, but I know that I can get you a deal. If you're interested in this, I'm going to leave my agent information in the description so you can just click on that and fill it out and then it'll get back to me. So just let me know your thoughts. All right. So another weekly discussion. Got the apartment out of the way. So let's talk about the fun stuff. Even though real estate is pretty fun to talk about. So what did everybody think about the fights? I thought it mostly delivered. All finishes. Pretty bummed about Chandler. Looks like he has nothing left in the tank. Really just came in. Didn't offer any offense. Just was a punching bag. Was blocking, punching, getting punched. It is what it is. With Diego Lopez and Steve Garcia, I told you that had the potential to be fight of the night. And for my fight of the night, that definitely was it. It was a technical fight in the first round. Both fighters going back and forth with Lopez and Garcia throwing caution to the wind in the second round. You can tell this is one of those, well, the whole fight card in general, because they all ended in finishes. But you can tell with Steve Garcia, he was winning that fight. He was winning that fight, and then he threw caution to the wind and said, screw it, let's just scrap. So it turned into a slugfest, and may the best man win, which you don't want to do against a guy who's fought for the title twice and came up just shy in Diego Lopez. So I get that they all wanted to put on a entertaining fight for America and the world, but damn, that sucks to get knocked out at the White House in front of everybody. Your friends, family, cousins. Ugh, brutal. I feel bad for everybody who got knocked out on that card, because like for the rest of your life you're gonna be thinking, damn, I got KO'd stiff in front of everyone, in front of the whole world. But that's the fight game for you. For the lock of the card, I knew Bo Nickel and Sean O'Malley were gonna deliver, and they did. So props to them. Hopefully, well, we know Suga's gonna get Piotr next. Bo, I don't know. You probably don't want to rush him just yet. Have him fight for the title in late 2027. There's no reason at all. He's young. He still needs more development. I mean, he did get knocked out by a wrestler. So, granted, these things happen. But I always err on the side of caution. Don't rush these guys. Granted, they have a short career. I think the average is like 2.5 years. Probably less than that. But there's no reason at all for Bo to rush. Because once you get to that title fight, like it's only the elite afterwards. And we've seen guys' career fall apart, like Gray Maynard. Not so much Tony Ferguson, because he was older, long in the tooth, but you still saw they were still feeding him shark after shark after shark after shark. So I always err on the side of caution. It doesn't hurt to wait an extra 6 months to a year. So it is what it is with Bo. Okay, so with Chandler, it looks like he's cut from the UFC. I'd like to see him retire. I don't want to see him be a punching bag in the PFL or going back to Bellator. He had a great career. Looks like he's doing well for himself. His wife's a doctor. He seems smart with his money. Call it a career. A Hall of Fame MMA career. Not UFC, but MMA. Derek Lewis and Josh Hokit. Where do I begin? I'm sure you saw with Hokit making that stupid comment about Michelle Obama.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man.
There's just no words for it. Like, why even say that? Why do that? Why play that game? My thing is, why is it that it's okay for him to say that and there's minimal backlash, but when you have somebody like Kanye West who says one bad thing about Taylor Swift...
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
And for years, Kanye had to deal with the backlash of that. He made an album all about atonement, all about the apology tour. So it's amazing to me that Hokit can do something more abhorrent and offensive, and he's rewarded with more fame, more money, a #1 contender, or a title fight next. The double standard in that is just, I don't have the words. What is it? What could it be? Why can you attack Michelle Obama and be rewarded, but if you disrespect Taylor Swift, your career's nearly over? It's puzzling to me. It's just disappointing all around. So let's move past that. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Not with Hokit. Do better, man. Just do better. There's no need for that. As for Gain and Piera, I knew it was a bad sign when Alex was making the movie. And we all know that Gain cheats. Eye pokes, scoring shots, back of the head punches. Yeah, okay. But as far as Alex, he needs to take the loss better. Trying to appeal it, saying that he's going to hire attorneys. It's not a good look. It's not a good look post fight. Like, he did have a good quote saying that he made other families feel that way. It's time for his family to feel this way. That's how a true champion speaks. But I just hope he puts this loss behind him and just try again. He's one of the GOATs. For Justin and Topuria, that eye poke definitely changed the complexion of the fight in round one. You saw Justin was calling Topuria a pretty boy, but you're going to eye poke somebody, yeah, you're going to be wanting to wash it or rub it. But I think Topuria comes back stronger. I think for the next fight, though, I would recommend to bet that he goes the distance in his next fight. He's going to be gun shy, similar to like when Oliveira got knocked out by Topuria, ironically. He came back and he played it uber safe, wrestled Max, and then after the fight, he started crying. Because you could tell how much it meant to him. I'm sure you go through all that self-doubt, or as Connor says, it's a dark period of your life. So I'm sure he was thinking, like, am I ever going to get a win again? So I think bet Topuria to, one, come back, but two, bet that he goes the distance next fight. He's going to be fighting more cerebral, smarter, cautious. Then he'll find his groove again. I'm not really worried about that. It was a beating, a couple broken orbital bones, I believe. And it was on a grand scale, but he will be back with that champion mindset and everything that he's shown us. He's as mentally tough as they come. Props to Justin. I hope he fights Armin next because it's twofold. I think, well, clearly Topuria is a better fighter than Armin. I think Justin mops the floor with Armin, or it goes a distance. It probably be like that. But also, add to the fact that Armin just won $5 million betting on Justin to win. You don't think that's going to affect his training camp or even his career? Dude, you just won $5 million betting. You don't think there's going to be girls, partying, probably drugs? I mean, he literally just hit the lottery. Most guys, 99.9% of guys in the UFC, never make $5 million. Armin did in one night. And you expect him to fight for the title next and be his old self? Nope. There's going to be repercussions. So in the next fight, bet against Armin if he's fighting Justin. I hope to God he is. Or whoever he fights. I really think that everybody's focusing on Ilya. It's Armin who took the biggest L. And okay, it's Saturday, June 20th. 4:43 p.m. Mark my words, Armin will not come back the same after winning that lottery and betting against Topuria. So while everybody's shitting on Topuria, making fun of him, haha, when your Face ID can't work, when your face heals up and you can finally use your Face ID, let's run it back, or blah blah blah. Fine, whatever. It's kicking a guy when he's down. Says more about you than Ilya. Whatever. I still think that Armin kind of fucked himself. Well, he's a winner. He's a winner already from the upper elite 1%er. But as far as his UFC careers, it was a blessing and a curse to win that $5 million. But if you ask me, I'd rather win that $5 million. If you lose 2 in a row, screw it. Call it a career. It was a successful career. You literally made millions. So to summarize, I think Ilya comes back. Alex, I wish you well. I love the championship mindset. Just move on past the loss. Gain, you're a fucking cheater. Hokit, fuck you. You're also good for the sport in terms of entertainment, but bro, do better. And I'll be looking forward to Sean O'Malley and Piotr Jan. That's going to be a fun one. For the rest, it is what it is.